Hello, everyone. My name is LJ Young, and I want to welcome you to the 6ixthCents YouTube channel. Thank you very much for joining. Much appreciated. This channel has been a long time coming. I was actually prepared for this channel to be here for a very long time, and I've been thinking about how I was going to do this channel, and it came to me. This channel is just going to be what it is, what it's supposed to be. And I'm going to show you guys that. It's going to be very different than any other channel you've ever seen, probably in your life. This channel will primarily be based on me being in a relationship with a malignant, covert narcissist for 6 years of my life. And what I mean by malignant, I mean physically abusive, mentally abusive, verbally abusive, emotionally abusive, serial cheater, pathological liar. The covert part means that she had two personalities. One behind closed doors, which was a living hell, somebody that I don't even wish that type of person on my worst enemy. To the person she showed in public that she didn't want nobody to see or hear about. She didn't want nobody to know about this person, right? And that was me. I was in a relationship. And when you're in a relationship with a narcissist, which I did not know, and we'll go into more stories later about that. That will be this whole channel telling you about my stories. You create what is called a trauma bond. And in my opinion, a trauma bond is a mixture of things: cortisol, adrenaline, up and down, emotions. It's all tied up. And when you're in a trauma bond, this is a dead giveaway. When you realize you're in a trauma bonded relationship, if you accept a person cheating on you and you stay with them, even though they put your life at risk to getting a disease that can take you away from Earth and your children and your family, you're in a trauma bonded relationship. If the person is physically hitting you, like stuff that is absolutely against the law, and at the same time, they're telling you that they love you, that's called a trauma bonded relationship if you stay with a person like that. Because listen, when you get out of that, and this will tell you later, when you get out of that, you will find that people that love you, they don't physically abuse you, and they don't even cheat on you. They wouldn't risk your life or their own, especially to a person they love. Let me give you a little background about me. So when I was in my 30s, I was an IT engineer. This is when I was working, right? I had a regular job. I was an IT engineer, specifically VMware software engineer. Okay, that's what I did. And I made six figures, nice car, nice place, nice, whatever, all that stuff 6-figure people are supposed to make, right? But one day I was driving home after work and I pulled into the parking lot of the gym. And then I remember it was daylight savings time. So it got dark really early. So it was dark when I went to work, dark when I left, right? And I pulled into the gym parking lot. And I was looking at the sign lit up. It was an LA Fitness gym, right? And I said to myself, is this going to be my life until I retire? Get up, go to work, go home, get up, go to work, go home, get up, stop at the gym, go home, get up, go to work, stop at the gym, go home, get ready to go to work the next. Was I going to live like that for the rest of my life? I was in the parking lot talking to myself in the car. If somebody would have walked past my car and heard me, because I was talking out loud too, and heard me and looked in the car and saw nobody in the car, they either would have thought I was on the phone or they would have said, this dude's crazy. I said to myself, I don't accept that. I said, I don't accept that. And I didn't even know why I was saying that, but I said, I don't accept that. And then I got out, went in the gym and went out about my day. And then when I got home, I lived by myself at this time. When I got home I lived in this fancy high-rise building because I was making 6 figures, because that's everybody's goal when you're in debt. You don't really understand that. But when you get there, and I was standing in this apartment, I was like, is this it? Is this what everybody's trying to get to, 6 figures, to do what? And I said, something's missing. And I figured it out. You know what it was? I was in debt. I owned nothing. I made 6 figures, but I was triple that in debt. Came across Dave Ramsey. Dave Ramsey said, take the calculator and his baby steps and get out of debt. That's what I did. Until I got to the part of Mr. Ramsey's plan where he says, pay off all your debt except your house and then start putting away 15% into retirement. But when I looked at the calculator and when I put in my mortgage payment minus my mortgage balance and it hit enter, that was a large negative number. Math said I don't have 15% of anything to put anywhere. That's why I left this plan, because I knew that if it didn't make mathematical sense, there's something that I didn't see. So I left. That's his business plan. So I left. Got to zero. Once I got to zero, you got to remember, this was the first time ever in my life that I had been to zero. I had no debt, none, zero. Gone was the stress that came with debt. And that was like 80% of it. 75, 80% of it was stress from debt. When you have no debt, there is no stress. And when there's this much stress, your goal is to figure out where that last little bit is coming from so you can get rid of it. Once I got over here, I realized, wait a minute. This is what I learned in elementary school. 0 in the middle, positive numbers on green are positive, red numbers are negative on the other sides of zeros. Just like they taught us all this in elementary school. I was like, wait a minute, now I'm on this side. You mean to tell me money never existed for me? Money was an illusion for me. I did not know that. I said, wait a minute, taxes are your friend? Taxes are not bad. No, they're not bad. They're only bad to people who are in debt. When you're not in debt, taxes are your friend. So I discovered something new that I didn't know, which is a mathematical fact. Capitalism is psychological, positive, and negative. That's a fact. That's a mathematical fact. I was on to something. I figured out something that billions of people don't know. I was like, oh, okay. Once I freed myself, and when I went to work, I was like, wait a minute. Why do I feel like I'm trapped here? Listen, this was a place I was putting in at the office 40 plus hours a week. Once I got debt free, I felt like a caged animal. I was like, I spend here 8 hours every day. This is what I was saying to myself. I got to go to this job and sit in this office for 8 to 9 hours today, Tuesday, Wednesday. I was like, but I felt like a caged animal. You know what I did? Quit. I quit my job because I couldn't take it anymore. I didn't know I was on to something. Because these things were still happening. So now, fast forward, I'm a free dude. I don't have no job. Create my own business. That's the only way you're going to be able to stay free. You got to create your own business. Now I'm free. I'm thinking to myself at this time, this is the point I'm in my life. I'm like, I have no problems, no debt, no stress. Let me find somebody to share this with. Now I'm not actively looking. Now you got to remember, once I'm out of debt, I'm not dating anybody that is in debt. Okay. If I don't care what the woman looks like. I don't care where she lives, where she's from. Does she got a nice body? I don't care if she's a doctor, lawyer, some kind of business. If she's in debt, I'm not dating her. Now, if you've been in debt all your life, you'll never understand what I'm talking about, but that doesn't matter. So I come across this woman, guess what? She has no debt. That's a huge checklist. You know how many, if you don't date, if I'm not dating any women in debt, that eliminates like probably 99%, 95% of women out there. They're in debt. Along with men, I'm not just it's both men and women. So guess what? I thought I struck gold. Now remember, I have no idea narcissistic people existed. I never knew. This is not taught in school. The same thing that I learned about money and finances and all this money, that is not taught in school. Okay? This is not taught in school. I meet her on the internet. We hit it off. I mean, she's like all over me. Now I understand that's called not the hoovering, the love bomb stage. That's the love bomb stage. I didn't know about this, okay? That's the only reason why I got caught up in this, because I didn't know they existed. So the love bomb stage, I'm thinking, damn, she sees this, man, she sees all this good energy, man. We we can do this, no debt, we're debt free, we can create a business and do all this other stuff. I'm like, she sees the dream. Little did I, and she, hey, listen, and she likes to work out and all this other stuff. I'm like, wow, she likes all the things I like. Little did I know that's called mirroring. They mirror you. This is how she got me. She made herself seem like she was like me. I like and love me. So if she's like me, I can love you too. I'm like, okay, cool, man. She's all over me every day, calling me, staying all night on the phone with me. I was like, okay, this is it. Where have you been all my life? I knew nothing about the stages of narcissists. Got sucked. And listen, I got sucked right in. Now, I'm not going to go into any stories right now, but we're just going to fast forward because I want you guys to understand the basis of this channel. Okay? Now, let's fast forward to the other side. I discarded her. Now I'm on the other side. Now I have a superpower. Because without that experience, I want to make sure everybody understands this. Without that experience, this channel wouldn't have been born because I had no idea those people existed. Not a clue. But now I do. This channel is for the people that have either left them, been discarded, or maybe you're still in it. Because I can talk to you guys too. Even the people that don't even know they're in what's called the narcissistic fog. This is for the people that have left and when absolutely no contact. That's what I did with with the narcissist that I was with. I left and when absolutely no contact. None, zero. No responding to text messages, no responding to voicemails, no responding to using flying monkeys to reach out to grab me and talk to me. Nothing. This channel here is for the people that have gone no contact and never going back. This channel is not for the people that, hey, what are they doing? What's the narcissist doing? I went to their page, or what about who they're with? If you're wondering all that, you still have a connection with your narcissist. That's called energy. I want people to understand this. Energy has nothing to do with time or distance. And if you want to feel this energy, this is all you have to do. If you go and look at their webpage or wherever they're at, and you feel something in your body, that's energy. Where you think that's coming from? That's energy. And you're transferring that to them. When you come here, you've made up in your mind that you left them. Right here. This channel is to teach you now have a superpower. Narcissists don't know they're narcissists. They don't know they're narcissists. You're probably thinking, well, LJ, why would you say that? How do you know that? Because in order for one to know they're a narcissist, you must have the ability of self-reflection. You have to be alone for self-reflection. With narcissists, they don't possess self-reflection. Have you ever heard a narcissist apologize? Probably not. Have you ever heard a narcissist take accountability for their wrongdoings? Absolutely. Mine didn't. Absolutely not. Never. Never sorry. Never. Always cheating, hitting, all that stuff. Never sorry for any of it. It's always somebody else's fault. Everything. When you come here, you heal yourself. And once you heal yourself and you look back at the narcissist, they're living in hell. All that stuff, think about it. Once you're out, because I was nothing like her. We were total opposites. I could clearly see everything we did, everything we watched, the content we watched. We were total opposites of everything. And once you heal, you will literally understand that you can see narcissists and they won't be able to see you. You got to remember, they have a pattern. Narcissists have a pattern that they don't know they have. That's very important to understand. All you got to do is listen for no accountability. All you got to do is listen to them. Listen for unnecessary lying, just lying for no reason. People that understand, they don't do that. People like us, we don't lie unnecessarily. We don't cheat on the people we love. We definitely don't hit them. Definitely not. Think about, I want you guys to understand something. I don't need the law to tell me to not hit another person. I already know not to hit another person. All you got to do is listen in everyday talk. Ask about their parents. Hey, how's your relationship with your parents? Do you hear them talk negatively about their own family? Are you with somebody that talks negatively about their own family? You better believe you're not nothing. If you hear, listen, the narcissist I was with, she talked negatively about her mama, her sisters, jealous of the younger sister, totally jealous of the mom and the sister's relationship. You hear that shit, you better get out fast. I'm telling you, you're a boyfriend. You're not blood related. You're not their child. The narcissist I was with, she was physically violent in front of her own children. She did not give a fuck at all. Nothing. I should have known right there. I should have left. I'm like, you're going to hit me in front of your children? Oh yeah, I got to get out of here. I got to get complete. What are you going to do when we're by ourselves? Stories to come with that too. This is just after the fact what I'm telling you. You stay in there long enough, you might try to become them. I think she tried to turn me into her. She did. Because her physical hitting, it was getting worse and worse and worse. I was thinking to myself, she must be trying to get me to hit her or something because she's getting bad. Like I can't stop her from doing it. Exactly. She was trying to turn me into her. Because this is what I want you guys to understand so they don't turn you into them. Once you hit them back just trying to defend yourself, guess what they're going to say? Oh, now you're like me. You can't say nothing. See? And they got you. Leave. You cannot tell them either. Don't be saying, hey, I'm going to do this and I'm going to leave this and that and da-da-da. You know what I had to do? This is how I left. I made up in my mind, I'll leave everything. I left everything. Do you hear me? I thought about myself and my health because my health was getting worse being with her. I said, fuck it. I left everything. I said, I'm leaving everything. Keep it. And when I made up in my mind when I literally made up my mind, said, fuck it, I'm out. I need to live. Everything changed. Everything changed. Because you got to understand something. If you're still in it, maybe you're out of it, you will understand this. Narcissists really believe in their minds that they own you. In their mind, they think they own you. They can do all the dirt and cheat, lie, steal, hit, and they still own you, and you're never going to leave them. That's what they believe. So when I made up my mind and left, oh my God, crying. I got about 15 crying voicemails, crying so hard that she could barely breathe. Emails saying, hey, please give me just 30 minutes, please. Just give me, what are you doing? Why you guys got to understand this. When you're emotionally involved, you can't really listen to that stuff the correct way. When I got those voicemails, you know what I thought to myself? That's weird. That's strange. She's crying like she don't know why I left her. That's weird. You don't know why I'm leaving you? You know what that tells me? It would have never ended. Or it probably would have ended badly if I didn't leave. Because it was getting that point. Because those thoughts were coming in my mind. If it came across my mind saying, would this woman hurt me? That's enough. That's all I need. That's all needs to happen. That means I need to leave. Because that thought, like, think about it. I think about my mom. Has it ever came across my mind that my mom would actually hurt me? Never. That's never been a thought in my brain. So if I'm with someone and that come across my mind, that means I need to leave. And that's exactly what I did. Left. I saw something that I had never seen before in 6 years of my life, but it was still weird. It was really weird. You don't know why I left. This is before, I'm starting to learn about narcissism. Okay. I don't know what it really was supply. When you're with a narcissist, you're giving them supply. Okay. But that's a two-way street, give and take. If it's going both ways, it's a supply for them and me. So when I cut it off, end of supply immediately. Lost it. That's called a narcissistic injury. That's what happened. That's why she was doing all this crazy shit, right? And I thought to myself, when I did that, guess what she did? She packed all my stuff neatly in boxes and packed all my stuff up, and I came down and picked it up. I was blown away. I was like, what? That was weird. I didn't, you know what I expected? That I wasn't going to get anything back. That's what I accepted. That's what I accepted in my mind. I wasn't getting nothing back. Everybody around me was saying the same thing. You're not getting nothing back, LJ. She packed up all my stuff and gave it back to me. I was like, wow. Blew me away. I was like, okay, maybe what I did leaving her kind of clicked something in the brain to say, hey, maybe I did do something wrong, you know, wrong. That's another story. But about a month and a half, 2 months later, guess what? Back to her normal self. And wait till you guys hear this story. Oh my goodness gracious. And from what I understand, I have found what is called soul. It feels like I am moving at twice the speed of light. That's what it feels like. Like when I think about SMD, now this SMD family, I want you guys to think about something. When you really understand, when you really think about capitalism being psychological, positive, and negative, and they don't even know they're debt slaves, you're moving at twice the speed of light inside the debt matrix. And they can't see you unless you stop and talk to them. And you know we don't pull down our mask in public. Now, when you come over here to this side, which I have yet to describe, and just keep saying it's 6ixthCents, you're going to really be moving. And your confidence level is going to be, no, put it this way. You're moving at the speed of light in the debt matrix, and then you come over here and you move at the speed of light, not being able to see narcissists, because there's millions of narcissists everywhere. Okay, they're every man, woman, everything, right? You're going to be moving at twice the speed of light. And then you're going to work on the fears, FEARS, false evidence appearing real psychologically. The fears right here. You got to get rid of these. I have none. They're all gone. That was my last one. That narcissist, and that was a big one. That was a huge one. It's gone. That means I have none. Then and only then will you move at twice the speed of light. I have no idea where this ends. But I tell you what, this is for the people that come to this channel. My narcissistic relationship was a blessing. It was part of my journey. It was my cocoon. There was no other way for me to ever discover this. People can tell you about it all day. They can say, hey, it's this and that. I'm even trying to prevent you from ever experiencing it, because I don't want anybody to ever experience. That was horrible. But for me, God already knew that I could handle it. And when I had enough, I left. I always did that all my life. If I had enough of something, I'm out. I'm out. That was part of my journey to get here where I am today in order for this channel to be born. Welcome to 6ixthCents.